Hello students, once again welcome to the world of mathematics, and this is your own channel Noble Mathematics. We'll find a way or make one. In today's session, we are going to discuss about polynomials. What is a polynomial? A polynomial is an algebraic expression in which the power of each variable is always a non-negative integer, that is a whole number. Let us see few examples. Here you can see few algebraic expressions. Let us see which of these expressions are polynomials and which are not. And also we will check why they are polynomials and why they are not polynomials. Let us see the first example. X square plus x plus 2. Here the power of the variable x is 2 and 1, which are positive integers. So this is a polynomial. Look at the second expression, 2x minus 3y plus 5z. There are three different variables and the powers of the three different variables are, here the power of x is 1, here the power of y is 1, here the power of z is also 1, which are non-negative integers or a whole number. So this is also a polynomial. Look at the third algebraic expression, 3 by x square minus 2xy plus 8. In this algebraic expression, look at this term. This is 3 by x square. Here, the variable x is in the denominator, but when you write it in the standard form, it will be written as 3x raised to minus 2. That means the power of x becomes negative. Therefore, this is not a polynomial, because if the power of a variable is negative, then it is not a polynomial. Look at the fourth expression, 5 root x plus 3y plus 7z. And in this expression, look at this term, 5 root x. 5 root x in the exponential form, we will write as 5x raised to 1 by 2. Here the power is a fraction. A polynomial will never have the power a fraction, so this is also not a polynomial. And look at the fifth expression, 3x square plus 5y raised to 0.5 minus 7xyz. Here very clearly the power of the variable y is a decimal number, so this is also not a polynomial. So I hope you are clear how to identify a polynomial. In our section, we are going to see only the polynomials in one variable. That is, a polynomial which has only one variable. Among these algebraic expressions, the first two are polynomials and the first one is a polynomial in one variable. Here the variable is x. This is also a polynomial, but there are three different variables. So we are going to focus only in polynomials in one variable. Now let us see what is the standard form of a polynomial in one variable. The standard form of a polynomial in one variable is p of x is equal to an x raised to n plus an minus 1 x raised to n minus 1 plus an minus 2 x raised to n minus 2 plus etc. plus a1x plus a0, where an minus 1 an minus 2, etc. a1, a0 are real numbers which are the coefficients of different terms. Here this is a polynomial in one variable and the variable is x. Therefore, the polynomial is denoted by p of x. If you use the variable y, then we will use p of y. And here an minus 1, an minus 2, etc. are simple real numbers, may be rational or irrational, and they are the coefficients of various terms. Here the various terms are, first term is an x raised to n, second term is an minus 1 x raised to n minus 1, and so on. Here you can see that the power of the variable x goes on decreasing. Here it is n minus 1, n minus 2, etc. The last term is a0. Here the power of x is 0. Therefore, we do not write x raised to 0 here because x raised to 0 is 1. Look at few examples. First example is p of x is equal to 3x square minus 5x plus 2. Here the variable is x, so the polynomial is denoted as p of x, and it is a polynomial with the highest power 2. Look at the second example, 5x raised to 4 minus 3x square plus 8. Here the highest power of the variable is 4, and the next term is 3x square. That means the x cube term is missing, doesn't matter. The next term is a constant term. Here also one term is missing. If required, you can write it in the standard form as 5x raised to 4 plus 0x cube minus 3x square plus 0x plus 8. The third example is p of y is equal to 2y raised to 5 minus 3y raised to 4 plus 7y square plus 8y minus 3. This is a polynomial in variable y. So I used p of y. And the next example is p of x is equal to 3x plus 2. This is a polynomial in variable x. The next point is the different types of polynomials. The polynomials are classified into different types based on the degree of the polynomial. What do you understand by the degree of the polynomial? The highest power of the variable in a polynomial is called the degree of the polynomial. So the first one is linear polynomial. A linear polynomial is a polynomial whose degree is 1. Degree is 1 means the highest power of the variable is 1. The standard form of a linear polynomial is p of x is equal to ax plus b. Here we have an example, p of x is equal to 3x plus 2. You can compare the standard form and the example, and you can write the values of a and b. Here a is equal to 3 and b is equal to 2. The second one is a quadratic polynomial. A quadratic polynomial is one whose degree is 2. That is, the highest power of the variable is 2. The standard form of a quadratic polynomial is p of x is equal to ax square plus bx plus c, where a, b, c are real numbers. Remember, a cannot be equal to 0. The example, p of x is equal to 3x square minus 5x plus 7. You can compare the standard form and the example, and hence write the values of a, b and c. The third one is cubic polynomial. A cubic polynomial is a polynomial whose degree is 3. That is, the highest power of the variable is 3. The standard form of a cubic polynomial is p of x is equal to ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d, and here also a cannot be equal to 0. There is an example, p of x is equal to x cube minus 8x square plus 2x minus 5. We can compare the standard form and the given example, and hence write the values of a, b, c and d. The next one is a bi-quadratic polynomial. A bi-quadratic polynomial means a polynomial of degree 4. The standard form is ax raised to 4 plus bx cube plus cx square plus dx plus e. And we have an example, p of x is equal to 3x raised to 4 minus 8x cube plus 7x square plus 2x minus 9. The fifth one is a constant polynomial. A constant polynomial means whose degree is 0. Every real number, whether it is rational or irrational, can be considered as a constant polynomial. A constant polynomial means degree is 0. Here 3 is a constant polynomial because we can write 3 with a variable x and power 0. Because x raised to 0 is 1, 3 into 1 you get a 3 back. Similarly, 5 can be written as a 5x raised to 0. You can use other variable also, no problem. And similarly, any constant term, whether it is rational or irrational, can be considered as a constant polynomial because we can give a variable with the power 0. The next one is a zero polynomial. 0 is called a zero polynomial and its degree is not defined because 0 can be written with any variable and any power. For example, zero is equal to 0 x raised to 10. X raised to 10 into 0, you will get a 0 back. Or 0 is equal to 0 y raised to 100. Here also answer is 0. Therefore, we can say that the degree of the zero polynomial is not defined. So these are the different types of polynomials based on their degree. Now let us see what is zero of a polynomial. If p of x is any polynomial and a is any real number such that p of a is equal to 0, then x is equal to a is called a zero of polynomial p of x. Let us see an example that will make you clear the concept of a zero of a polynomial. Let a polynomial p of x is equal to x square minus 3x plus 2. Here p of 1 means x is replaced with the 1 and the value is p of 1 is equal to 1 square minus 3 into 1 plus 2. 1 square 1 minus 3 into 1 3 plus 2. 1 plus 2 3 minus 3 is equal to 0. That is p of 1 is equal to 0. Therefore, we can say that x is equal to 1 is a zero of polynomial p of x. So what is the zero of a polynomial? If you have a polynomial p of x and a is any real number such that p of a is equal to 0, then x is equal to a is called a zero of the polynomial. That means if you substitute or replace x with any real number so that you get the value equal to 0, the value of the polynomial equal to 0, then that value of x can be called as a zero of the polynomial. Here x is replaced with a 1 and after calculation we get it is equal to 0. Therefore, x is equal to 1 is a zero of a polynomial. Now, how many zeros a polynomial can have? A polynomial can have zeros based on the degree. That is, a linear polynomial can have at most 1 zero. A quadratic polynomial can have at most 2 zeros. A cubic polynomial can have at most 3 zeros. A bi-quadratic polynomial can have at most 4 zeros and so on. That means, if the degree of a polynomial is n, then that polynomial can have at most n zeros. So this is what is the zero of a polynomial. I hope you understood the basic concepts about the polynomial. What is a polynomial? What is the standard form of a polynomial in one variable? Then degree of a polynomial, different types of a polynomial and the zero of a polynomial.